Hey everybody! It's been a little bit since I've done a video, so I figured I was due for another one. And I'm stuck in holiday traffic trying to get home. But I'm coming home from an amazing women's Bible study that is part of our church. We only meet on the first Saturday of the month, and I just love it. It encourages me so greatly, and these women are just amazing. So if any of you girls that were there this morning or that go on a normal basis are watching, I love you, and I love this study that we're doing. So that's just a little side note, but what I wanted to talk to you about this morning briefly is a subject, well, it's just called Don't Go to Bed When You're Mad. Plain and simple. And I'll give you an example, a prime example why. Not only does the Bible say, don't let the sun go down upon your anger, there's a reason for that. And one of the reasons is that it opens up your subconscious to the enemy, basically, to attack you in your sleep and give you nightmares and all kinds of things, which is what happened to me last night. So I wasn't mad the first time I fell asleep. I was watching TV, and I always fall asleep at the end of the night watching TV with my husband. My poor husband. We try to watch something, and I always fall asleep because I'm just exhausted at the end of the day. So anyway, kudos to my husband for just loving me anyway. So I fell asleep in front of the TV and went immediately into a nightmare that I was about to be shot and killed by a gang. And I don't know what kind of gang. I don't know who they were. It was just a gang. And I was at gunpoint, and my husband woke me up right before they were going to pull the trigger. And so I was rattled, and I didn't know it was 1:30 in the morning. I guess my husband watched something really, really good on TV. I don't know, but it was 1:30 in the morning. And he woke me up, and I was telling him that I had just woken up from this nightmare, and I was trying to explain the nightmare, and we just got in this stupid argument because I wasn't explaining it in any particular order. Nothing was making sense, which to my engineer husband, he hates it when I try to tell him a story or recall something and I'm just making no sense. It really frustrates him. And then I get frustrated that he's frustrated with me because I'm just half asleep and just upset that we're even arguing about my nightmare when I should just be being comforted at that moment. Right, ladies? So anyway, I love my husband. But we got in this stupid argument. I mean, married people, have you been there? Can you relate? You know, it's late at night and you're just arguing about something ridiculously stupid, but it makes you so mad because you're tired and it's the middle of the night and you're just angry. So that's where I was at 1:30 as I climbed into bed. And my husband even, he prayed over me like he always does before we go to sleep. And I was just like, amen, I mean, I'm just being honest with y'all right now, okay? So I fell asleep mad. I chose not to forgive in that moment. I chose to just be mad and go to sleep. And I had the worst nightmares for the rest of the night. Even worse than the gang nightmare, if that's even possible, but it was. One thing after another, just evil dreams that came from the pit of hell. I mean, they couldn't have come even from my own subconscious because I just don't have that much darkness in there. I don't think I do anyway. They were just so wrong, so bad, so evil. And the last dream that it had switched to right before I woke up was me flying over, somehow missing a curve in the road, a sharp curve, and flying straight through the guardrail and over the overpass and crashing down below on the freeway down below. And I mean, I felt everything. I felt the rolling and the falling and the everything. And I remember laying there upside down in my car, and I could see like emergency vehicles starting to show up, and I could feel blood, and I thought I'm gonna die. I am not gonna make it. And right before I was gonna close my eyes and just die, I woke up. My alarm went off for this Bible study this morning. And I just thought, oh my gosh, you know, I don't even know if I want to go. I don't even want to get out of bed. Was this like a premonition that I'm not supposed to drive today? Was this some kind of a warning that I'm going to get in an accident? Like, I shouldn't even drive anywhere today. Well, as soon as that morning stupidity wore off within a few seconds, I thought, no, I know what this is. I went to bed angry at my husband. I know better. I know better than to do that. I know better than to go to bed mad at anyone, but especially my spouse. So I opened myself up for the enemy to just barrage me with horrifying nightmares. And so the moral of this video is, don't go to bed angry. If you're holding anger or unforgiveness, whether it just happened right before bed or whether you've been holding on to something for a long time, don't let that stay in your heart. Just don't. Because it is a wide open door for the enemy to come in and just have a heyday in your mind and in your subconscious, and as well as your conscious. You'll start getting other thoughts that of offense or other people that have wronged you, and pretty soon life is just awful and everyone's against you and everyone's mad at you, and you just start becoming a really not fun person to be around. And so just, not only does the Bible command us to forgive, because it does, but it commands that for our benefit. Forgiveness is for our benefit, not so much for the person you're forgiving. They maybe don't even know you've offended them, or that they've offended you. They maybe don't even think that there's anything that they have done wrong or need forgiveness for. But if you know that you are angry at someone or you're holding unforgiveness towards someone, you got to let that go. You got to square that up with the Lord somehow, because no matter what someone does to you, I don't care how vile or awful it is, forgiveness is your choice. It is a command by God, and it will free you. It will free you up to do what God has called you to do. And we can't afford in this day and age anymore to hold on to offenses and have any kind of blockage between us and heaven, Christians, okay? We can't afford to have anything blocking us between our relationship with Jesus. We need to be in communication, in communion with Him constantly. So you've got to let unforgiveness go, because it will hinder your prayers if you hold on to unforgiveness. And because I'm in the car, I don't have all those scriptures, but when I post this video, I will upload those scriptures for you, because it's a really important subject. It's just crucial. So anyway, thank you for listening to my story, and I love my husband. I love you, honey, if you're watching. I really do. I'm not mad at you anymore. Shouldn't have been mad at you in the first place. So just love each other. Have an awesome 4th of July weekend. Take good care of yourselves. Be safe, and I will talk to you next time.